Okay, another quickie update in the sloppy room that will be cleaned tomorrow. But I think I have something that is working really well for me so far. This is REV3 v01. um, so, okay, this is the deal. So, I have my main station here. I can actually switch this and switch this guy, kill the power to the station so I can park a high-speed train here while I run my freight all the way around. So mission accomplished there. I have power here, so I'm going to have my shipping area here. The track may extend out a little bit. Shipping area, shipping stuff. So that makes this whole thing industrial right here. I can deal with shipping, switching, turn the power off there to that. Great. I can deal with my factory, leaving it in the same spot. Kill the power to that here. Again, thumbs up, so I can pull the train in, park it, no power. I'm still running other stuff around. When there's a high-speed train parked here, I can kill the power to this track and run freight around like I wanted. And then when I want to run this guy and not the freight, I can park it on here. I could park it over there if I want to, or I can park it on this little deal here. I'm going to move this stuff around. This is a little squirrely, but we'll see if it lasts. With scenic stuff around it, it might work. So yeah, and then I can run some stuff on one track. This back track will probably go away. I'm thinking it'll probably go away entirely, that back one. So run it around. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit here. So freight again could go back here, park at the New Harbor section, which would be higher. High-speed rail will be able to run around on the inside loop then, come across the bridge, reconnect here, so I can kill power to both the high-speed or the freight. So if I want to park freight, freight's parked. If I want to park high-speed back there for a second while I whip freight around, that'll work too. They join back up here and go back through the system. So I think I covered everything that I wanted, and this whole area, this whole section will be at that 1 inch height that the pink foam is. So it'll be that raised, raised stuff that you see a lot in like Japanese countryside areas. The track's up higher, so it'll be higher, and then it'll drop back down back here, and then be at deck height over on this side. So I think that covers it. Now the big thing is, originally this is where Shizuka was. I think Shizuka is still going to stay here because I want to do my temple and stuff on a higher hill here, and this is all kind of set. So Soyokaze is going to stay here. This is going to go away, or that may be part of the tram thing. I still haven't worked with tram at all. But Shizuka, with those uniplates, I'm not 100% sure I want to use the uniplates entirely. I think I'm going to go with what I had with using the foam core and use Shizuka plates on just a section of it, and then see if I can get maybe it's just a smaller loop for the tram. Maybe the tram loops through Shizuka and then comes out here and then loops through Soyokaze and back. I don't know. We'll see. So that's the biggie. I'm not sure I'm going to use all of those Unitram plates. Just use a small amount of them, and then kind of fit in Soyokaze in this section, so that I get that building the streets at angles and stuff like I liked before. So that's a whole nother rev. So this works. I've tested it. I've run trains around. I have not run high-speed train around, so I think that will work. So from here out, besides the cleaning, I think before I do anything setting this in stone, I might actually clean all this stuff up and then lay in just the plates, the unit plates, and see where that leaves me and see what I'm happy with there. I would like the tram to run into Soyokaze, so that means it's going to have to go through this area. And I'm starting to realize, I'm glad I stopped buying buildings when I did, because I have a lot of buildings, and with this particular setup, I don't have a whole lot of space for said buildings. So that's interesting. So that's a whole nother kettle of fish. But for now, this is working. I'm digging it. I got my bridge. I have another bridge back there, smaller one. I have my high speed and freight that will be able to go around, which will be really fun to see all the freight going around without having to just take it all off and put it all on and all that stuff. I might do another little station parking area over here so I can have the two high-speed trains on the track at the same time again. I might just do it here, although I wanted to have like a little parking area and stuff here. So I think the first step, again, clean up all this stuff, all this detritus, and then play around with those Unitram unit plates and go from there. So that seems like a good start. But I'm super happy because I'm doing all this stuff. I'm doing the freight and the high speed. And now that I cleaned up the rails, they're actually working very nicely. But I'm doing it all with one power pack. Yay! So that eliminates one of these, which will make my little girls happy because then we can work on their train layout and I won't have to buy another power pack, which is one of the things I said would be an upside to this as well. So speaking of, I have little girls waiting for me, and I think that's it. I'm very excited. It'll be fun to play around with this for a while. I think once I get the plates in, I keep stopping and starting, but once I get the plates in, I'm going to address this area, just get the track working, and then sit with it for like a month and just play around with trains, track, and nothing else. Like I'll probably get this kind of dialed in with the foam core, hot glue it down.